Hello and welcome. Today we are in the Tier 10 German battleship, the Grosser Kurfürst. We're playing a match on the PTS server, where we have the new captain skills, which improves secondaries considerably. You know the skill that was minus 35% to secondary dispersion? Well, this skill now is minus 10% to secondary dispersion. However, it has a ramping buff the longer you keep your secondaries firing at the target. That ramps up to minus 50% on top of the minus 10% already. And that takes, I believe, 45 seconds roughly. But when it does happen, your secondaries truly become accurate. They really do start hitting the targets quite well, even on German battleships, and it's just such a joy to play. And because of that, we're playing the Grosser Kurfürst. We're obviously going for some brawling action. Sadly though, this constantly gets interrupted by the fact that enemy teams have Hollands and Schimmakers and CVs and all of the other nasty things that prevent us from actually having fun. Anyway, Chapayev, Riga. Well, obviously Chapayev. It's a softer target. $10k, pretty good. I mean, it's basically a stock Chapayev, so it's not a very important ship anyway, and it's a bot, so. Sadly, there simply aren't enough players on the PTS server in random battles, so lots of the cruisers get filled out by bots. You know what, actually, we're gonna pick on Riga right now, because Chapayev's gonna be in secondary range. And obviously I want to savor my secondaries as much as I can. Okay, moment's over. We're gonna focus Riga now. Because Chapayev is dead. I wonder what the wait. Oh no, the Z-46 was on the decap. Which means that the stupid Holland is over here. Oh god. Why? Why do I always get unlucky on this? Why can't I be on the side that has the destroyer that suicides early? Why? Why me? Why must the game hate me like this? Riga has that extended armor plate at the front, which means that we need to aim higher rather than very bow on at the waterline. Look at the secondary hits though. Yep, hello Holland. Knew you were there. I could smell you from all over here. New target, Kremlin. Probably start reversing because we really don't want to push in front of a Holland. Secondary is going off on both sides. And our ship didn't stop in time, so we're screwed now. Our game is ruined already. Because Holland torpedoes are ridiculous. Like they go 100 knots, have really low detectability, and they still start floodings, which is BS. What the hell are you doing, Aerroon? Why can't you be a normal destroyer like their Holland is? Just back off. Obviously, we're gonna focus the Holland. She probably has torps already, because Holland torpedoes also have no reload time. Because reasons. Let's just go forward. Maybe we'll be able to dodge them. Probably not, but you never know, right? Unless you try. Like, why did that Holland open fire? Actually, I take it back. I like our Haruguma more than that Holland. Yeah, I like the Haruguma a lot more than the Holland. Why do I always get this? The destroyer forces me into a bad spot, and then I have a stupid Kremlin on my side that nobody else does anything about. Come on. Please, team. Please. We're gonna angle away from the Kremlin and go to the other side of the map. Because we do not wish to fight the evil. I think that's goodbye, Grosser Kurfürst.
Gegnerische Schlachtschiff versenkt.
I'm surprised by how much HP I still have. I was certain I would be extremely low HP already. But apparently not. I am happy with that. 280 secondary hits, by the way. Come on, Chapayo, where are you? There you are. Just, well, why do bots do this? They go at like really weird speeds. Go, secondaries, go! Wow, I actually have a high caliber already? Wow, that's a lot quicker than I thought I would get a high caliber. Another fire? Not good. I might need to heal a little bit before I continue advancing. In fact, I think we might have to go for a ram against that Grosser Kurfürst. Because I don't think we can win a straight up fight. Seems a little difficult. Let's use a scout plane to see where the enemies are. Wow, that Kremlin's also still alive. I am surprised. Maybe we can actually... you know what? Let's not ram the Kremlin or Grosser Kurfürst. Let's just pass him by. Go to the other side of the island and fight the Albemarle. I guess I should take the cap now. Actually, will I be able to stop in time to take the cap? Probably not. But we'll try anyway. Nope, we're gonna no, we got it. We got it. We could have also slid out of that one. That seems to happen sometimes. Albemarle has launched torpedoes. Okay. Where is she though? My Hydra is not picking her up. Oh, there she is. Is she too angled for me? Why do the bots slow down like this? I don't understand. Confederate! Okay, we're gonna go now. Full speed. We had the Damacon already. Not good, but I suppose it could be worse. Are her guns? Yep, her guns are pointed exactly at me. We got ricochets. And immediately another fire. Of course, it even knocks out my main gun. Damn. At least, oh, you know what? At least the upside is that if I go at this angle, his secondaries aren't firing at me, while mine are hitting his stern, which means that he constantly takes damage. He's showing some side now. Main battery knocked out again. Okay. Seems unfair. Let's go, secondaries. It's your turn to shine. Heal. Damacon. Oh, I think we got it. He's gonna get the fire in a moment. Let's be angled for that. And goodbye. For a Kraken! Nice. You know what? This game was actually fine. The Holland was alright. I knew I could handle it. 536 secondary hits. 232 k. Basically all the medals you can possibly want. I think the rest of my team didn't seem to do quite as much as I did. 65k damage from the secondaries, plus 37k with fires. This is 100k damage just from the secondaries. I mean, look at this! My secondaries did 30k damage to him. How much did we take from his secondaries? Let's add up the fires. 13k from the fires, and the secondaries did also 13k. No, that's the wrong guy. His secondaries did 4,835. Look! 4,835. Plus 13k from the fires, so his secondaries only did 17,000 damage to me. Meanwhile, my secondaries did 30,000 damage to him. But my main guns only did 12k to him. He did 47k with the main guns to me, so, you know, that's a bit of a difference. But the other GK, Basarnes, his secondaries did 13k to me. How much did mine do to him? Because I didn't actually focus him. 11k, so it's about the same. Yeah, that one's fine. But the reason why our secondaries did so much more to his than his secondaries in terms of damage, I guess they're not that much more, but it's still more, 4 or 5k versus 11k. It's because his stern was turned directly towards me, which meant that my secondaries were aiming at it and getting penetrating hits, and his secondaries weren't actually firing at all. Anyway, by the way, this was an 11-minute game. Okay, I mean, I get it. Look, we fought bots, okay? We fought a little bit of bots. Wow! This guy took 37k from secondaries as well. I didn't expect that. We didn't really focus on the Kremlin, did we? And look, the Holland actually took more damage from the secondaries. Damn. I really like the changes. So, let's take a look at the captain's skills and upgrades, I suppose. It's as secondary as you would get. I wouldn't recommend this build on the live server. So, emergency repair specialist, grease the gears, secondary range, then manual secondary battery aiming, I guess adrenaline rush, emergency repair expert, and close quarters combat. I think on the main servers, I think maybe close quarters combat would be dropped for concealment. Although on Grosser Kurfürst, I suppose you could run this kind of a build. It would be fine. But on some of the other battleships, I think you'd really want to have concealment expert. Because, well, think about it. If your secondary range is like 11.7 kilometers and your concealment is like, I don't know, 12.7 kilometers, there's only a 1 kilometer difference between being spotted and being able to use your secondaries. So that can be quite useful to basically surprise someone with the secondaries. Yeah, they're not the main type of damage, but think about it. Basically, half my damage came from the secondaries here, right? because the fire damage is the secondary damage. So the main guns did fine, but again, remember, we had ships like this Chapayev and Riga and Albemarle who are soft and they're bots, so they don't do any kind of evasive action. If these were real players, the main gun damage would probably be much lower. I mean, look, I'm a Grosser Kurfürst that I hit more than half my main battery shells. That's not unusual, but secondaries are probably gonna stay roughly the same. So I would say that secondaries on GK seem absolutely worth it with the new changes. And even if it's not like the most optimal build, it's fun as hell. It is fun as hell. If you're playing a lower tier German battleship though, you probably want the IFHE. Otherwise your secondaries won't be able to get as much pen as the GK ones do. Upgrades wise, it's what you would expect. Main battery reload, obviously, you know what? Considering the secondary damage, maybe going for auxiliary armaments might be something to consider. Probably not worth it, but I mean, this is 25% more DPS or DPM on the secondaries. That's a lot. Then obviously we use concealment. I really wish that Wargaming would buff this consumable. Did you know on CVs this consumable is 50%, but on other ships it's only 10%? I really think Wargaming should make this like 20% or 25 or 30% on other ships, and see if people pick this over concealment, because concealment is so incredibly powerful. But if this were 30%, I would really consider whether I should actually take this one. And the 4th slot, damage control obviously, then secondary range of course, damage control again, and auxiliary armaments to actually keep your secondaries alive. This is probably why I lost the main gun, but I mean, secondary... Look, if my main gun goes down, it's unlikely it'll be permanently. But secondaries get knocked out permanently all the time. So this is really important, I think. So, yeah. Grosser Kurfürst secondaries on this are amazing. Oh, I wanted to actually show what the skill says. So see, it says maximum dispersion of secondary battery minus 10%, and it improves secondary battery reload too. However, if you select a target, then secondary batteries improve over time, up to minus 50% on dispersion. And it would take 45 seconds. And keep in mind that this is minus 50% and minus 10%, and then there's the secondary minus 20%. And remember that when you're reducing like this, let's say you start out with a number 1000. You cut off 50% from it, that's 500. You cut off another 10% of it, that's 450. I don't know if these are actually multiplicative, maybe they're additive, but even if it's multiplicative, that would be 450. Then you take another one from the captain skills, that's another 45 off, which would, or 90 off, which would be what, 360? I mean, that's 3 times the accuracy as you started out with on the secondaries. And suddenly they're hitting quite a lot. I mean, that's really good. I don't know what the actual numbers are, but yeah, it's really good. Well, the game doesn't actually tell you what the secondary dispersion numbers are. I mean, it tells you on the main guns, but not on the secondary. I didn't actually know that. Oh well, it is what it is. But secondaries are fun. They're so fun, and I really like the changes. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.